What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? How are you guys doing? Small confession to make. I don't know how or when, but I've turned into a little bit of this Christmas geek, and I've really been looking forward to the holiday season this year. And I think it's probably because my kids, they're all kind of in that elementary school age level, and Christmas for us is just super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And so what I figured I would do, just like in years past, was put together some gift ideas for triathletes. And the way I do this is I'll do a swimming specific video. So if you have someone who's just into swimming, not necessarily into biking or running, this video might work for you. And then tomorrow I'll do 4 specific bike gifts, things that might work well in a stocking or something like that. And then the last day I'll do running specific gifts, just in case the athlete that you're buying for is specifically into running. I'll try to make it add up to 12 gifts. 4 swimming, 4 biking, and 4 running. But we'll see if we can get there. I'm sure I'll have some bonuses along the way, but hopefully you'll find something in here helpful. Of course, I'll leave all the links down below in the description. Some of those will be affiliate links. A lot of those will link to Amazon and places like that. I would definitely encourage you that if possible, wear a mask and sneak out and go visit, some of those mom and pop stores that are struggling with the pandemic. Try to support local as much as possible. Some of these things are hard to find, but do your best, and I'll do my best too. All right, guys, with that being said, let's take a look at what is in my stocking. Right off the get-go from the top here, you can tell this is just a swimming pull buoy. This one is from Sporty. And it is because it's a little bit cheaper. The brand does fine. They make a lot of great swimming stuff, but they do tend to be a bit more affordable. So if you're just looking for something, potentially like a little something that a swimmer is gonna like, this is the kind of stuff that is fantastic to have. My old one, I have it right here, is just starting to split. Actually, it's been splitting for a long time, and I've been super gluing it back together. Also, quick reminder, to put your name on stuff that you're taking down to the pool deck, because all of us have the same stuff, and it's just nice to kind of have your name on it so that you can find stuff. Typically, those will run you about $8 to $15 for a pull buoy. You could get something more expensive, but really you don't need it. I would go with something very affordable. I picked up that one at Swim Outlet. Again, I'll leave links for all this stuff down below, and you guys can check it out there. Okay, next item in my stocking here is just a pair of goggles. Now, these are my favorite pair of goggles. A while back, really last spring, I did a real long kind of series of videos talking about goggles. And reluctantly, I came to the conclusion that these were my favorites. These are the Magic 5 goggles. They are a little bit more expensive. They're like, somewhere between like 40 and 60 bucks, depending on if you get like a single pair or if you buy a couple of these. And I think that they're worth it. They have lasted me a long time. This is actually my second pair that I'm opening. And I don't know, they just fit super well. This is actually that company where you'll scan your face with a phone or a smartphone application. So it's getting the dimensions of your nose and your eye sockets, and then it's actually forming the gasket based on your particular face shape. So I'm really excited about getting a second pair of these because eventually they do wear out. You might actually consider that subscription from them, which also saves you money, potentially setting something up where you get a new pair of goggles every 6 months or something like that. These are fantastic. Now, if you are buying these for someone else, they do have gift certificates available, but the discount code that I'm gonna leave down below, I'm not sure if it's gonna work on a gift card. So what you can do is you can actually order the goggles that you wanna buy someone, and then maybe just leave them a note in their stocking so that on Christmas Day, they can kind of take that, get the app on their smartphone and do the scan on their face so that they get to do that process on Christmas Day. It will take a little bit of time before the Magic 5 group will send it to you, but you'll have these custom fitted goggles. They're super cool. Like I said, I've tested so many different pairs of goggles. These are my favorites. However, if the price range on this does seem a little bit extravagant, let me look in my stocking and see if I have something else that's a little bit more reasonable. And these are that same brand that I mentioned before, Sporty goggles. These happen to be the ones with the USA Masters Swimming. These are like $7 a pair. Fantastic, especially if you have a swimmer that tends to leave goggles at the pool, or kids or whatever. I love these goggles. They fit me very well. I actually use these quite a bit when I don't have the Magic 5s available. And for this price, you might as well just throw a couple pairs in your swim bag and just have them around. Otherwise, you know, if you want to spend a lot of money on goggles and really get something special for your swimmer, there is one more goggle pair that I've reviewed, and it is right back here, and it's called the Form Swim Goggles. Now, these are the goggles with the heads-up display. Again, I wouldn't buy this without at least kind of checking from your favorite swimmer and seeing if this is something that they really want, because these are expensive. They come in at about $200. But what they do is they actually provide you with information in that heads-up display fashion with how fast you're going, how far you're going, tons of information that you can actually look at. In fact, I would say these goggles do as well as any watch at providing you with valuable swimming information. So stroke distance and all this stuff. The goggles themselves actually come with an application that goes along with it where there's tons of additional metrics to explore. So if you have a super geeky swimmer that you're buying gifts for, man, this would be a super nice gift. Yeah, problem is price is a little bit extreme, but this would be a very nice gift for someone if you're looking for something creative for your swimmer. Okay, so we did swim buoy and goggles for gift ideas. Next in my stocking here for swim gift ideas is just some sort of watch, some sort of smartwatch that does a good job of swimming and tracking those swim metrics. I think that the Forerunner 745 would be an amazing watch for a particular swimmer. Again, that's probably a swimmer that also runs and bikes, because this is kind of a top of the line triathlon watch. Now, Garmin also makes a watch called the Garmin Swim 2, and that's again gonna have probably the best swim metrics of any smartwatch that I've seen in the water. Again, you're gonna have stuff like rest time, drill mode, S-Wolf scores, all these things that I think are valuable to have that I haven't seen on a lot of smartwatches in comparison. So all the other watches that I've tested, and you know if you watch this channel that I've tested a ton of different watches, one of the places that they all tend to lack is in the water, and Garmin tend to do the best. So if your swimmer is looking for some sort of smartwatch, I would consider, you know, one of those watches, you know, that Swim 2 watch from Garmin, or potentially the Garmin 745. Also the Garmin 945, which again I love, and all of the Phoenix series watches, they're all gonna have all of those same swim metrics that I really think that you're gonna wanna have on a smartwatch that you're using for swimming. Okay, lastly, I have in this stocking here a pair of paddles. Now these are the Finnis Agility paddles, very reasonably priced paddles here. They're fantastic because you really have to hold them the correct way or else they fall off. I think that these things are an excellent stocking stuffer. Again, you can go cheaper. You can just get some very basic sporty paddles, or you can get something like this for a little bit more. Again, I'll leave prices kind of below here somewhere. And this would be a very nice gift. Okay, and just for size reference, these are a medium here. Okay, and as far as the giveaway goes, another gift idea, maybe a bonus gift if you will, are these Strake paddles. These are carbon fiber swim paddles. And what I like about this is the fact that they're just absolutely phenomenally packaged. I just think that, you know, for a Christmas idea, this might be super nice, just kind of as a bonus. They are super expensive for paddles, I think they come in right at $100. But I just think that the actual presentation is super nice, and it might make for a really nice kind of Christmas gift. So full carbon fiber paddles. Again, do you need carbon paddles? I don't necessarily think so, but they're super, super light. And I do wanna give this exact pair to one of you guys, just because I haven't given you guys anything for Christmas yet, and now is the chance to make that happen. So, if you guys are interested in winning these for yourself or for someone who you wanna kind of put this under the tree for, this would be a great gift. And I'm excited to give it to one of you guys. So if you wanna be entered for this kind of giveaway, all you have to do is drop below in the comment section and just let me know if you are planning on swimming on New Year's Day. Might be hard to find open pools, especially with it being New Year's Day and the pandemic, but typically I try to get in the water and swim a little bit something extra, a little bit something longer, just because it is, you know, kicking off the New Year's Day, right? But hopefully I can kick this out to you guys, get it to you fast. Maybe it'll be something that you can put underneath the tree. I don't know if we can get it to you in time, but I'm excited to send it your way. I will probably need to get your address. I typically do this over private message on Instagram. So pay attention to the comments. I will let you know if you have one. And then I'll ask you just to connect with me in a direct message on Instagram or somewhere. Okay, I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully one of these 4 gifts is something that will work for you or your swimmer as we get towards the holiday season here. Tomorrow we'll talk about bike gifts. So we will see you guys tomorrow.